me, guys, this to me is still surreal. I can't believe I have my dream car again. So excuse me for being a little, how would I say, it's like giddy still about it. But on to the next video, you know, commuting with the Trans Am. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the first day that we commuted with the car, and now I got it to an open parking lot. I'd love to go over a few things and why I actually chose this vehicle over the Civic, as well as maybe some other cars as well. And then I'll actually go over a quick mod list here of the vehicle. As well, we're going to talk about how I think this car is more than adequate and acceptable for daily commuting, and why I think it's a good daily commuter. So, I mainly obviously chose this vehicle here because it is my favorite car and it is my dream car. No, this one and the paint is not 100% perfect, but you know what? It doesn't matter about being perfect because I'm going to keep it forever, and I'm going to end up repainting it again myself. So, looking it over, no, the paint is not perfect, but given the mods that have actually already been done to the vehicle, I actually was able to save myself a few pennies here and there. Solely because now I don't have to go over and do all of the things that I would normally have to do with this vehicle to kind of bring it to a little bit of more modern touches. Now, it is lowered, it's got some suspension work. Again, all the things that you should do to this car anyway, just by owning it, like subframe connectors, better brakes, you know, Bluetooth navigation in the dash, backup cameras, you know, just the usual stuff to make it have some of the creature comforts of coming out of a normal car that will allow you to daily something that's almost 20 years old. Given it's actually over 20 years old because the chassis is actually designed from '93 when this 4th Gen F body actually came out. Moving forward, why did I get this and not the Civic? Well, I chose this over the Civic because the Civic was great, but I don't drive that far to work anymore. So I've actually been blessed to actually find a job that pays me enough to afford my addictions and my problems, and it's semi-local. And if I have to drive far, it's not like I don't have a garage full of motorcycles that I can't hop on one of the cruisers and drive one of those and be comfortable with. So driving super far wasn't really out of the equation, and I didn't really have to choose that here for this car. So it was easy for me to choose the V8, and plus I knew I was going to be happy. I've had one of these. I've had actually more than one of these, so it really isn't like anything that out on this thing that I really just don't know how to work on, and that I've already haven't tackled with one of my other ones. Again, the Civic was 100% brand new. The new Civic Si, for the ones that don't know, is a 2018 white Civic Si. Yes, it had no issues. It was brand new, but it was just going to buy me time, because there's a reason why, you know, even 10 years later that I still kept looking at this, even after I had mine, why I kept coming back to this car. And it's because it was meant for me to have, you know, maybe not this particular VIN, but I mean this model with these features and everything else. And it took me a long time to find this car, and it's how this one popped up from the seller when I bought it from. It was just I had to go get it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So moving on forward, that's why I kind of needed the car. That's why I kind of just said, I'm like, it was a no-brainer. You know, life's too short. Drive what's going to make you happy. Drive what's going to put a smile on your face every day. Drive what's going to make, you know, what makes sense for you for the situation. If I was driving 40 miles one way, hands down I would have got the Civic, especially because I have the Corvette as well. However, because I drive so close, you know, 4 or 5 miles every day in a V8's not so bad, and it really didn't kill me. So that's why I chose this car, and now you guys know. So stay tuned for another episode here on the Speedbug channel. This is going to conclude it here for today's video. Guys, I hope you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe, and a mod video is coming up here shortly. Deuces.